King George V, whose passing in 1936, even before the echoes of His Majesty's Silver Jubilee had died away, the seeds of an empire-rocking royal romance had been sown. George the Good dies. Britain is plunged into mourning, but looks hopefully forward to the reign of their popular prince, now become King Edward VIII. The new monarch takes up his duties. On the surface, all is serene. Edward appears perfectly content to follow in his father's footsteps. A woman is to shatter that serenity. For months, Mrs. Wallace Warfield Simpson, American socialite, has been the king's favorite companion. The British press is silent, but American newspapers take up the royal romance. Mrs. Simpson, divorced, becomes the most talked about, written about woman of the year. England at last hears that Edward would make her his queen. The crisis comes that startles the world. Prime Minister Baldwin hurries to Parliament with the king's abdication, first in British history. The government has pitted its will against Edward's and won. London crowds stand stunned at the almost unbelievable news. Then from Windsor Castle, Edward broadcasts the world's greatest love story. Movingly, he tells listening millions of his renunciation of the throne for the woman of his choice, a woman whose fascination has had more profound consequences than perhaps any other in history. An empire is shaken, but King George VI carries on. In happy America, 1936 sees democracy triumphant. President Roosevelt's overwhelming re-election finds campaign bitterness ended, the nation marching on to better days. An 11 million vote plurality has voiced the people's trust in their leader. Grave responsibilities lie ahead, but cheerily the president returns to Washington a picture of confidence. Governor Landon's visit to the White House shows bitterness completely erased. How eloquent a tribute to the spirit of our democracy. That spirit the president takes with him to South America, bearing the banner of peace. The Western Hemisphere echoes his prayer for a world without war.
Can we, the republics of the New World, help the Old World to avert the catastrophe that impends? Yes, I am confident that we can. Democracy is still the hope of the world.